doctors weave their spells. Free your mind from hollow shells. Break through the monotony and find the truth that will set you free. Break the algorithmic spell, guiding souls through hollow hell. Therapy sessions by candlelight. Gothic therapy won't give up the fight. But duo forged in shadows and light, equal partners, black and white. Two halves, one soul, they will take the leap. Awakening minds from relentless sleep. No compromise, they'll never crack. They fight for what's real, they won't turn back. They'll speak the words that others fear. Standing strong, they persevere. Break the algorithmic spell, guiding souls through hollow hell. Therapy sessions by candlelight. Gothic therapy won't give up the fight. Two minds, one cause, a gothic team to cut through the lies. Plant the seed, they face the dark. Hand in hand, they fight through life to understand. Break the algorithmic spell, guiding souls through hollow hell. Therapy sessions by candlelight. Gothic therapy won't give up the fight.
First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourself. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Seems like wings flew too close to the sun and got burned. Hello, we're the sun.
I would say more like disintegrated, but yes. And why are we the sun?
Because we shine a light in the darkness.
But we're goth! We are the darkness!
I saw him take it.
What did you do?
I stole a secret chocolate stash.
I'm getting chocolate, honey. Would you like some chocolate?
Why are you getting chocolate?
Because it'll help me calm down.
Okay.
Please?
Maybe we should wait till after the stream?
I don't wanna. I want chocolate now.
We're in the middle of a show.
And?
We're in the middle of a show. You're not eating chocolate right now.
But I'm upset and I want chocolate.
No, you just want chocolate.
That too?
Really? We've just received a cease and desist letter from Wings Interactive alleging defamation, tortious interference, and reputational harm. They claim our video constitutes malicious and reckless disregard for the truth. Oh no. First off, I want you to take that C&D and wipe your ass with it and throw it in the trash. Secondly, let's see what they have to say, because these people are scared shitless. Oh, you piece of this guy. Motherfucker, you got me. You got me! God damn it, Master TDS! God damn you! Fuck!
Okay, let's do this. Therapy. This way for the therapy.
Master is a therapist who is going to need therapy, so everyone please chip in to the therapy bill.
Oh, you're going to need therapy after listening to this too.
Honey, I'm married to you. I get therapy every day.
You're going to need more therapy.
Are you bleeping yourself?
You bet your voice and little I am.
Can you stop using the bleep button?
What? I want to show my excitement in a way that doesn't get us censored by YouTube. So
I think it's funny because I heard what you were actually saying. You were saying blah 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 blah. You weren't actually cursing at all. But wait, hold on.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking, and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too, or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, master of the TDS and Raven stand side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof with sharp wit and insight. We're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refute. Secrets of the asylum, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside. We'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark. Join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's spark the debate. With Master Light and Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the asylum,
For those searching for salvation,
or embracing the insane.
you have come to the right place. What's up?
Hopefully that I'm not robotic. That'd be what's up.
So far, you sound fine to me. What about all of you? How do you think Master sounds?
I hope so. We're still working on the internet issues, but for now, it's for some reason still deciding to be unstable, even though it was completely stable before we went live and nothing was wrong. And now it's like, oh, you want to be unstable now.
Yeah.
How is it?
You did not robot at all. Just
Okay,
now,
I'm
so-
cool. I don't care if it says it's unstable. You know, if it's unstable, it's just put it this way. I'm a therapist. I can fix that, right? I can help unstable people, right? So the algorithm just needs some therapy.
Yeah, I guess.
Or not the algorithm, I meant the internet. But either way, the algorithm needs some therapy too. We'll get to that.
Everything needs therapy.
Okay, so a couple things before we jump in. So we have a packed show tonight. But first off, we have something to discuss. So obviously there's been a lot going on with our video of the YouTube algorithm. We have stuff to say about that, and that will be our first topic to get to. And basically, but what we're going to address is the 15K subscriber celebration, which is way overdue. We know we've been having issues with the internet, so it's been an issue and it's been a problem. But we're basically going to fix that. Hopefully, this is our last. If everything goes well in this stream, connection-wise, then we'll plan it hopefully soon. So it's not something we forgot about. The Proctophile won't let us forget about it. He's in the chat already saying.
I mean, considering he is the one arranging it all for us, he won't let us forget. Obviously, he's not letting us forget.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we'll
we haven't
probably
forgotten.
but to be fair, we'll probably hit 16K by the time we actually get to that stream.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know why. It still says I'm unstable. I don't know why. It was working perfectly fine.
You sound fine. Even when I talked over you sounded fine.
If I sound fine, I don't care if the internet's unstable. Just let me know if that changes, because I don't want to sound bad, and then I can repeat myself. And yeah, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, so we are going to do that at some point soon. We're just testing it. Hopefully this stream will go well. Last time we did our stream at a different time. We were fasting, and we did it on a new platform. We are back on StreamYards because, unfortunately, the other platform, while it had some good things, it was not good enough. So
it sucked.
Yeah. So
it ended up being terrible.
Yeah, it ended up being low quality, not good, whatever. Regardless, things were back here, and everything's going well so far, hopefully. But yeah, so we're back, regular time, regular everything, and that should be good. There is also some forward movement, and basically we now have some forward movement with our avatars. We are working on getting them rigged a little bit, so we will be able to move and react a little bit more, which we think is cool. We're going to try to stay exactly the way we look now, but just have more movement and more expression, which I think would be great. More on that in the future.
Hopefully.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it. As far as Honey, do you want to mention what our goals for today's stream, our goal for today's stream is?
Yes, if we get 20 total super chats, regardless of how much they are, we will tell you about our car troubles this week.
Oh boy, that was fun. But you won't know what kind of fun unless we get there. So just a fun little goal. Okay. So as usual, because I do know we probably have some new people here, just to clarify for those new here, how we do this show, we have a couple segments, whatever. We're going to take about 10 minutes now. We're going to look through the chat, try and say hi to everybody we can. And then once that's up, we'll address any super chats and then move on to the first topic and so on. And we'll skim the chat between topics. And that's kind of how we do things. And it seems to work pretty well.
Yes.
So we'll walk you through it step by step if you're new here. But yes, okay, I think that's pretty much it.
Yep. Shall I begin the timer?
Yes. Go ahead.
And 3, 2, 1, begin.
We have Ricardo Huang says collective shout is bad. They even threatened Valve and their worst YouTube algorithms. That's fair. I understand it's a big thing, but we wanted to address the YouTube thing because primarily that's something we put out there. So it's up to us to address it if we have to. Griffin of Might says the flesh is weak.
That's a Warhammer reference, by the way.
Oh, it's a Warhammer reference, is it? Where did I that stupid clip? You changed the UI on me. I will leave for 1 week.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
1 week, I tell you. I leave for 1 week. Great One is here, says diversity officer clocking in 9 hours early. You're clocking in way too early to your shift. You will not be paid overtime, sir. It is hard work ensuring we have diversity each week. Even working all these extra hours without pay, I'll go sit in my office, a closet. Just make sure you don't accidentally go into the pit of despair. And since you mentioned diversity, here we go.
It's the differences that make our world so rich, diverse, and wonderful.
I still hate you, though.
All right.
Wahaha.
Drevlocks had to steal a waste paper basket from the bank next door and put it on my head.
Why?
I don't know. I'm gonna just nod and pretend I understand. I'm nodding. You just can't see because I have no neck muscles.
It does sound normal for an asylum. So
true. G Hammer Empress with a bunch of hearts. Mr. Brown Alliance says hail all. Hail to you, sir.
What's up, Mr. Brown?
No. The goals specifically say it will not be used for plushies.
Plushies. I want more plushies. We need more shelf space.
Sure, whatever. Not now. Baked Buddhist with a heart. James says hello. Death Star, Cliff Jablonski's stepson. I'll just call you Cliff Jablonski's stepson or whatever. Like the stream.
Let's go with Cliff.
Cliff's better. Okay, fine. And then we have Irad Man says hail.
What's up?
Rosie says thunderstorms here. Perfect atmosphere for the night shift. Ooh,
no fair. I want thunderstorms. I want thunderstorms.
Odin Dark says, hail the night shift here for engagement. Guys, you know, YouTube, based on our video, YouTube is now decided that if you don't engage, you do not get interaction. Yes, we'll go into that a little more. So in other words, if you don't engage, your view does not count. So engage with the like button. Engage.
Woo! Or the Master of Ceremonies will haunt your nightmares.
Yeah, do it. Our Master of Ceremonies has a message for you.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Like the stream.
Do it.
Where did it go? It scrolled on me. Where'd you go?
I don't know. You're in charge of all the clips.
I am. It just, for some reason, they updated the UI and they do it. It's annoying. Okay. Where is it?
Yeah, shut it. You probably
Asian Swordmaster says clocking in.
Hello.
Comics and Cosmetics says, what's up, everybody? What's up to you? We're actually going to be our media therapy for this week. We're going to be reacting to about a 4-minute clip from Comics and Cosmetics stream with Bo DeMeo. So we'll be getting to that.
Mm-hmm. So thank you for letting us use. For one, thank you for letting us use that. And hello, it's good to see you.
I'm trying to summon Pot of Greed, but no luck. Maybe later. We'll see. Josie JX says ALMAO. The Proctor File says, good evening, folks. How's everyone doing tonight? We are doing well. Alejandro Campos is clocking into the night. Greetings, everyone.
Hello.
Skyfire says, hello, fellow members of the night shift, clocking in.
Hello.
Let's see. Young Blood Race is clocked in for Sunday craziness. Ashes says, hello, friends. I hope you are doing well this evening and getting to spend some quality time with your family and friends. Take care and God bless. Well, thank you.
Well, considering my parents were here a couple of weeks ago, yes, we did spend some quality time with family.
Yep. Drevlock asks, will we be kicking it this week? No.
Kicking what? Kicking babies?
No, kicking is in like going on Kick. No, we're on Odyssey is available. We tried Kick. The problem is it's just there's so many different ways of streaming. Maybe we'll change to, if people really want it, maybe we'll see about moving and streaming to Kick and just uploading to Odyssey. Let us know. Poppin' Fresh J says, stop watch blue hand timer. I don't know what that is, but thank you.
It's an emote, I think.
Mike Lee, the Prude Whisperer, says, I'm here and Steam has fallen to the feminist and outrage merchant. Screw and Coast Collective Shout and Exodus Cry. Okay. Pound and Nemo says, oi, boss. I don't even know what that is. I'm assuming it's a Warhammer reference. Yes?
Oi, boss. Them Umi mech boys is
it
at
a
it
Warhammer?
We need to crump down. Whoa!
Is it a Warhammer reference?
Maybe.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
I'm glad the mic only picked up half of that.
Whoa!
Foot Potter Decker Miller says hello. 3M5000 says woo. Olympus Golem of Light says howdy howdy. Servant of God says welp, clocking in, and someone get Raven chocolate quickly.
Well, we had dairy
Maybe
for
later.
dinner, so technically we can.
No. Reaper Knight says clocking in.
Hello.
Subhuman is here, says yo.
Good to see you.
Metalong is here, says sounds good.
Hi.
Let's see. Arakias says, but robots are awesome. Depends on what kind.
Other robots we find.
Vowels no vowels says, oh, you're live now. Oh, you're live now. Time for instability. Yep. That's pretty much our internet. Scoop Up says, maybe it means unstable in some other way. No, it's very much the stream, the internet connection. But
our
it's
internet
fine.
sucks.
Have I still been good so far?
Yeah, you've been totally fine.
Then I don't care. Let it be unstable. Release the McCracken is waving.
Hello.
William from X says, I wonder if you guys check this chat. Do I get attention for being the only one here maybe chatting? You do.
Yes.
Provided that it connects and works and stuff. So yes, we see you.
And doesn't for some reason go to the very top of the chat list because sometimes it will do that.
Swift -1 is here. Haggy says, goth bad kitty.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anybody else? I'm just trying to go through. Jeremy Hughes reviews says, I'm going to reserve judgment on the Zelda movie until we see the first trailer. Also, yes, it should have been animated. Fair enough.
Yeah, it really should have. Why does everything have to be live action? Is it just because live action is cheaper?
Can we get Raven a plushie? No.
Oh, he's saying, can we get I think he was saying, can we get a plushie of me?
A Raven. I don't know. I think I've makeshift had some controversy lately, and plus we're tiny, so I don't think they're really going to care. Even though there's almost 100 people here watching live, that is absolutely insane.
Woo!
Mailer D says,
nearly 100 people.
Mailer D says, hey everyone, crazies and oh wait, no saying normies here. Nope, we're all mad here.
We also have no normies.
Yeah. Mugsykin says, just watching as I pack, so entertain me, minions. Excuse me, if you want the minions, they're down the hallway to the left inside the pit of despair. They wanted bananas, and I told them they were in there.
Also, you guys are our minions, not the other way around.
Yes. Shh, honey, don't tell them. They don't know.
What? And why am I not allowed to admit it? It's not like they're going to remember after tonight.
These are not the minions you're looking for. Collective Shout declared war on a horde of demographics they could never be prepared to face head on and gloated in vainglory. Not only did they self-scuttle, they catalyzed counter efforts. Okay. No kick stream this week. Yeah, no, not this week. We're just trying to get back into the swing of how normal things are, and then we're going to kind of see if people want it enough. We'll stream the kick instead of Odyssey. The problem is we don't. I'll be completely blunt with you guys. We make enough money from this to pay for the extra higher tier version of StreamYards. And because since we only stream once a week, it's not really affordable to spend that much money to do it once a week. So that's how it is.
So if you guys want us to give us more money,
okay, we'll do the money clip in a minute. Let's just get through. Gamer Republic waves. Nobody is here. Says sup. Hey, nobody.
Hello there.
John Summers is another day in paradise. True.
What is paradise though?
Escape Box says here from the Shadow Realm. We see you.
Hi, Mr. Box.
Jose Taco says hi.
Hi.
You have Spectrum of the worst. Yes.
Yes. Also, apparently she's not Cosmics and Cosmetics anymore. She's just Cosmic and.
No, it's the full thing. It's just like it's hard. It doesn't get cut off. Engaged. Raven plushie.
I don't know how I feel about a plushie of myself, honestly.
Deku Leader says, yay, got more gunplay. Yay.
Apparently, it's also Deku's birthday.
Oh, Deku Leader's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And Hammer Biotech says, hello, all. And VBC says, hi, y'all. Good to see you. We still have to send you something, VBC.
You
if you want
need to send us an address to send the personalized card to.
If you don't. Wait, okay, if you don't want one, that's fine. It's just because you're our top tier. We are supposed to send you one. So
it's one of the perks of being a top. Is one of the perks of becoming a Psycho member. You get a handwritten card.
Now I'm comics and now the handle is comics and everything now. Okay, I'm never gonna remember, but I'll try. Okay, I think we're caught up. Let's get to the super chats and then we'll move on to our first topic from there. Okay?
Sure.
Have I been good so far? No echo, no roboting?
Very, very little roboting.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I don't know why it's this. Literally.
Thunderkid, you are not late. You're fashionably early.
Master hasn't forgiven me for being late.
He said he missed the notification for clocking in on time.
Oh, no. It's okay. I'll look the other way this time, but don't make it a habit or the pit of despair waits for you.
He's kidding. We don't care if you're late. We don't care if you're late as long as you come.
Okay, but since we're going to get... Oh, Colin Warmblood says, hi guys, my birthday today. Oh, we got 2 birthdays in the chat.
Woo! Birthday streams.
Yep. And since we're going in, I guess we could use this clip to transition to the super chats because it makes more sense.
That's the stuffers out of those ugly old piggybacks they are! Come on, kids, give me all your money. It's for a good cause. Me! Come on.
All right, you ready?
Please.
Okay, you ready to read the super chats?
Yes, go.
Hello?
Poppin' Fresh J for it just gives us a $1.49 super sticker. Thank you. Poppin' Fresh J just gives us $2 with a blank. Thank you. The Mates for 2. Not feeling well. Will stay as long as I can. Don't feel like you have to stay on our part. If you need to rest, then go rest.
Yeah, seriously, go rest. And if you need to, the stream will be here afterwards. So don't worry about it. And don't worry about it at all.
Mm-hmm. Go to bed. Youngblood Ray, member for 8 months. Here's to 8 months. Mwahahaha.
Thank you for being a member for 8 months.
James for $2. Happy birthday, Deku Leader. The Mace for 2. Today is the 56th anniversary of the moon landing. Yay to the moon!
And we got a $20 super chat, which you could do a clip for.
For the cart, Rosie for $19.99 for the car troubles. Thank you.
Which, since we got a 20, we'll give you a clip. Let's go for... Here's some other car troubles.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Never gets old.
Talk Studio didn't work out.
Nope.
Too much issues with it. It didn't help. Put it this way, it was supposed to help, it did not. So
no, it did the opposite.
Okay, good. We're good. We got through everything. Let's get a move on to our first topic. Let me
Yes.
get those clips ready. Oh, by the way, I will clarify, we have a new tier 2 clip. Instead of the song that we have a new tier 2 clip. So if you want to get there, you can see the message will tell you what the tiers are. And hopefully the proc file is keeping track, because we tried to have something last time and it didn't work either. So
Yeah, so.
Yep.
Oh,
Ready?
and Subhuman is saying that 8 years ago today, we lost Chester Bennington.
Oh,
Ugh, rest in peace,
That
Chester
hurts.
Bennington. It really does. Damn.
we're at $34.50. If we get to 100, it's tier 1. Tier 2 is 200, etc. Okay, let's get into the first topic while we can. And this is going to be a big one, so we probably need to take a little bit of time on this. Okay, guys?
Yes, so please be patient and stay for the entire explanation.
Yeah.
Go.
All right, here we go. YouTube's counting views with a new set of rules.
Casual clicks vanish, only engagement fuels.
The autopsy's here. There's room to debate.
We own our data. We won't hesitate. So,
Okay.
we, as you all know, we released a video that we thought explained why a lot of creators are noticing a major drop in their views. And we received some criticism saying that we're wrong, so we're going to address that.
Yeah. So look, we're not afraid to address criticism and whatever. And so there's a couple of things to say. You'll see there's a lot of things. We're going to walk you through it step by step about our theory, what we believe is going on, and the data that backs it up. But first off,
and hopefully we will do it in the most coherent way possible.
Well, first off, I think it's the most important thing to say is we got some pushback, including from some people. I believe one of them was a 2 million subscriber channel that was pushed back on us nicely, but some people did. Some people weren't as nice, and that's fine. So let's explain what the theory was. Our theory was that now the reason people are noticing view drops across the board, which is not something specific, people were saying, oh, it's just because you guys make slop content and nobody wants it. Okay, but that doesn't explain what's going on here, because it was something that everybody noticed. And we discovered through data that we believe what ended up happening was that YouTube no longer counts regular views. You now need to have watched past a certain amount of time and interacted with the video, or what was called an engaged view. However, I want to clarify, we were wrong. Yeah, we're not going to sugarcoat it. We were wrong about what engaged views and regular views were. However, we are not wrong about the results, and we will get to that, and I'll explain it all, okay? So, when there was an update that came out, not that long ago, around March of 2025, right? How things worked were views and engaged views on videos were the same, meaning that they were very similar. We believed that, they're only now the same thing. And that was where we went wrong, was that because it seemed based on the data that we were correct. And if the data was correct, we would have been correct. But we weren't. And we'll explain, again, the result is the same, but we will explain. What ended up happening is people were saying, hey, the reason you're seeing these two numbers that are the same is because views and engaged views are the same. And that is true, but also not really.
It is true to an extent, and it is not true to an extent.
YouTube creators put out a video explaining this difference between shorts, and there's a couple quotes that you can see right at the bottom right corner, but like part way in. Do you want to read those, honey, where it says going forward?
Yes. Going forward, views will count the number of times your short starts to play or replay with no minimum watch time requirement. Continuing, we'll keep the existing shorts view metric, which will now be called engaged views, so you can see how many viewers choose to continue watching.
Correct. So what does this mean? It means that, yes, views and engaged views were the same thing. So we were wrong. They were always the same thing. However, the reason we're noticing is they're not anymore. When it comes to shorts, they are now two separate metrics. What does it mean? Well, honey, do you want to read views and engaged views right next to that?
Sure. Views. When a video starts or replays with no minimum watch time requirement, according to YouTube. Versus engaged views. When a viewer continues watching past an unspecified certain watch time.
In other words, that the metrics have been separated. Now, we were saying they were the same. So what gives? What are we saying now? Well, now views and engaged views are no longer the same thing. However, our theory is this. We were technically right when we said regular views and engaged views are the same thing, except they are now all engaged views, meaning that engaged views has overwritten the regular view count. Now, we can't say this for certain because we don't have that data. We had a lot of data showing, hey, views and engaged views are the same thing, and et cetera, et cetera. And we were wrong with that. It seemed right based on the data, but we were wrong. However, the conclusion is still engagement is key now to your videos gaining any traction. But wait, ask, well, if the data was wrong, then how can you prove this? And
May I?
Go ahead.
I would say that maybe the fact that literally everyone except for a few people in our comments were agreeing with us, and also channels that have nothing to do with pop culture were also noticing a dip in their view counts, significant dips in their view counts, and also said, hey, this might actually said on our video, hey, this might actually explain why my views have been down lately. One channel I follow that's just story narrations, 110,000 subscribers, and even he noticed the drop in views.
Everybody has noticed it. So there are people saying, hey, it's just you, nobody likes you, whatever. And to be fair, when you're a YouTuber and things start to go down, you tend to reflect and go, hey, did I do something wrong? Am I out of touch? The answer is no, you're not out of touch. What's ending up happening is point blank, whether engaged views or regular views are the same thing or not, because to be fair, we're saying that they're separate now, and that is true for shorts. We don't know if that's the case for regular videos. What we do know is that based on all the things that we are seeing and based on all the people in the comments who were telling us that they were noticing the same thing, we can come to a pretty definitive claim based on consensus in regards to this. So our data may have been flawed, but the consensus and the result is still true. Engaged views, which we're just using that term, it's not the same thing, but we're using that term. When you engage with something,
for now we're using it as for now we're using engaged as the umbrella.
Correct. So basically, what's ending up happening now, let's explain how the videos are judged now based on our thing. Do you want to read what's judged now, honey?
How your video is judged?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Views. Start played. A view counts the moment playback begins, even if they leave immediately. Watched past X seconds, viewer sticks around long enough to register. Engaged view interacts / watches to threshold. Only these drive recommendations and monetization. Algorithm filters here.
In other words, that we are correct. Engagement is the only thing that's driving videos now. If somebody clicks and doesn't engage with your video, it doesn't count. Now, people might say, well, wait a minute, that how are you getting your video has a certain amount of likes, a certain amount of, comments, but it's got more views. How does that work? Well, it's not just engagement. It is also watching past a certain amount of time, which we did mention in the video, but we could have clarified better, and that's what we're doing here.
Yes. What we're doing here is we are following up our initial findings. And yes, we did make some mistakes. We will own that we made mistakes. We could have done more research. We could have looked into the data better, and we could have phrased things better. But you know what? We're not afraid to own up to those mistakes because we are good and decent people.
Yes, and again, the conclusion still holds. The majority of people who interacted with the video, which, by the way, let me actually take a look at it right now. I'm going to literally look this up live right now. The video has 859 comments. And of all those comments, I would say maybe a handful don't agree. So explain to me how that is the case. And something else to consider, guys. This video was being talked about everywhere. People like Camelot covered it. The Fringe covered it. A bunch of other people covered it. But the video still has 11.6K views. Why? Well, because...
yes, exactly. Shouldn't it, if everyone's been talking about it, shouldn't it have more?
That's how you would think, unless, of course, people watched but didn't engage, and therefore they weren't counted. But people were saying, like Camelot, for example, were saying, hey, I've seen this video all over Twitter, and it doesn't make sense that this video is being talked about so much, and there's not getting views. So again, based on this, and based on all the people saying it, our conclusion is that engagement is the only thing that drives things now. It used to help boost your video. The problem is now, if you click on a video, and let's say, for example, we don't know exactly the amount of time. We say it's about 30 seconds maybe or more for an engaged video. That's what they say for shorts, but we don't know for long videos. But let's say they don't.
I would say maybe a minute minimum then?
I don't know. We're not going to claim it because we don't know. We're going to say
that's why I said maybe.
We're going to say that if you watch a video, if you click on a video and you watch it, and you don't watch it for the amount of time that you need to, and you don't like or comment or whatever, that doesn't count anymore. Point blank.
Yeah.
That is why you're seeing drops in viewership. That is the reason. It is based off of all of this. And again, our theory was that engaged views and regular views were the same thing. They used to be the case. Now for shorts, they no longer are. So if anybody tells you they are the same thing, that is definitely could still be the case for regular videos, but it is not for shorts. And if it's not for shorts, who knows what else has been changed behind the scenes? The point of this entire thing.
Well, one thing we can also say is, yes, this update was designed specifically for shorts, but we can say with reasonable observations that it's also affecting regular videos, not just shorts. Hell, I think it's even affecting some live streams.
I wouldn't be surprised, but again, I think the thing we can all agree on is this. Let's lay it out flat. There's been a drop in views across the board for all kinds of creators, not just people who cover pop culture. It's hitting everyone.
Literally everyone.
And it's hitting everybody. And I had the thought in my head and I lost it. Was just about to close it all off, but okay.
Gonna have to think of something else then.
Now, give me a minute. So we're closing it off by saying that everybody is noticing a drop in views, right? And YouTube has changed things and is not telling anybody. That is a thing also. And the majority of people are noticing that engagement now holds more sway over what you're doing now. Long story short, there is something wrong with YouTube. There is something specific. If you're noticing drops in views and stuff, it is not you. It is YouTube. And look, doesn't mean you shouldn't reevaluate your content if you notice a drop or whatever, but you can't just blame yourself this time. YouTube has done something, whether it's a mistake or not, is not the point. YouTube has said they wanted to kill clickbait. This may be their way of doing it. But long story short, engagement is king. If you do not engage with the video, and that means like it, comment, subscribe, or watch past a certain amount of time, then your view no longer counts. If that is the case, you will not see the same viewership because some people just passively watch videos. And for all we know, you could watch most of the video and stop before the end, and that may not count. We don't know. The thing that we should be asking is, hey, if all these creators are noticing this, when is it time for YouTube to give us what we want? Answers.
I would say yesterday, but we all know YouTube isn't going to because it's YouTube. And they no longer care about the you in YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube is now the YouTube. They only care about what gets them money and what gets them attention, whatever. They don't care. You've seen the ads be super aggressive and all this stuff. It is not random. All this stuff happened around the times that the views dropped. That is literally fact. And everybody is noticing it. It's not just one channel or the other. So everybody's noticing it. There have been drops across the board. And our theory is that engagement is the key now. And it makes sense based on all the data and the consensus. But We were wrong about engaged views and regular views, and that's what we're owning with this.
With this follow-up.
Yep.
Yes. But we do hope that helps explain things better.
We're all in this together. Whether you're a big creator, small creator, disagree, don't agree, doesn't matter.
As
YouTube
long
should
as
be
you,
transparent.
as long as you don't start singing High School Musical.
Oh,
Because then I will pummel you in Minecraft.
I'm glad you used the Minecraft thing. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it.
Yes.
Whew. I'll be honest, guys. That one was a hard one.
Yeah, and during that we got a $50 super chat.
I noticed, but that was a rough one. That was a rough one.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm going to be honest. It's a little bit.
It was disheartening to see that, yeah, we were wrong.
You know what? We thought, okay, we could just not address it. No. You know what? We're going to address it, and we're going to say, hey, you know what? We weren't 100% correct, and that's okay. True integrity is being able to go, we were wrong. And we were. We were wrong. We weren't 100% right, and that's okay. But you know what? The conclusion still stands. It's too widespread. It's too much. You can't just say it's a coincidence now. Go, do me a favor. Go to the video and look in the comments. You will see creators of all shapes and sizes all saying, hey, this is a problem that we're noticing.
Mm-hmm. The ads are up and the views are down. There is definitely something going on.
Yep.
Okay, we should probably address that giant super chat.
Hold on. Look, the conclusion is right. So it's not if you're wrong, you're just not 100% right. Fair, but still, we're going to address it. We're not going to hide from it. We're going to acknowledge it and say, mistake here. The conclusion still holds, but the mistake was we said, hey, 99.998% chance. No, that doesn't, based on what we know now, that's probably not truthful. However, based on all the people who have come out, I think we can definitively claim that there is something going on and it needs to be addressed. YouTube needs to answer. We can all see it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
All right, let's address the two things. We have a super sticker from the Proctofile for...
It's a black cat.
Black cat. And I'm thinking we hit tier 1 probably with this next one.
Shady Duck 13 for $50 You guys are awesome. I watch your videos frequently, and this is the first time I've ever caught a stream. But unfortunately, I can't stay. I have to be up at 4 a.m. for work, so I wanted to show support and say have a great stream/night. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will get to your friend request on Steam when the stream is over.
Oh, he friended us on Steam?
He sent me a request, yeah.
Let me see. I see him. I'm accepting him now. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, Proctofile, we didn't hit it yet. Okay, let me see. The cat out to even the change. Okay, fair enough. But let's give you a clip at the very least. Here's a good one. Thank you so much for the $50. That is crazy.
Seriously, dude. Wow.
Guys are crazy. Okay, so we got through all that.
Well, of course they're crazy. We're in an asylum here.
Yes, but we're supposed to be the craziest people here. Isn't that how that works?
No, you're the Lord of the Night Shift. I'm the Lady of the Night Shift. You're the Warden. I'm the Vice Warden. We're the ones who are supposed to be the least crazy and, managing all the other crazy people. You're the therapist, after all.
Sure.
That made no sense, did it?
No, it didn't. I feel like you were trying to go for something and it just didn't work.
It did not work at all.
There are 116 of you here. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
I think we peaked at maybe 118 during our follow-up segment.
Good. I'm glad. I hope. Look, I'm sure there are some people who will be like, "Hey, you were not right. You were not right," and it's like, okay, we weren't. We're not going to deny it. We're not going to hide it. We were wrong.
Yeah,
Conclusion holds.
We own up to our mistakes and we correct ourselves when need be.
Show me to my padded cell, please. It's down the hall. Down the hall, make a right, then a left, then a right again, then spin around in a circle and chant Beetlejuice, 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 and your door will appear, and you can go in there.
You said the thing.
I know I did. Give me a sec.
One thing I really hate about StreamYards is that it fades out video clips.
Yeah, I don't like that too, but...
Fix that, StreamYards!
Hello, still the pit of despair. I need a rope. There's no rope. Rope is a feature.
You're not getting rope. You have to use your intestines.
No, in Minecraft. And
the small intestine is literally 4 times the length of your own body. It will be long enough.
Honey.
What? I regret nothing, and that was a true fact.
Doesn't matter. It's a fact. Stop it.
No.
Stop telling people they should use their intestines to climb out of the pit of despair. That's supposed to not have a rope. It's an intended feature, and you're letting them out.
Doesn't mean they'll survive.
Behave. All right. So I think we're good to move on to our next part. We're going to go into our media therapy. We have a clip from Comics and Everything. I got it right. Right?
Yes.
And it's about a 4-minute clip from we've interview with Bo DeMeo, and we'll get to that after this. Here we go. All right. So we have a 4-minute clip from a live stream not a live stream, a interview with a former X-Men 97 creator, Bo DeMeo, who also worked on Blade. And we are going to react to it here live and kind of see what everybody has to say and go from there.
Indeed.
Ready?
Yes.
I hope this doesn't break everything, because now that my thing's saying it's unstable, we'll see.
Studios Animation Division, no one was really looking. Marvel Studios Animation Division, no one was really looking at what we were doing. And then when they started to look is when things started to go south, because I was just like, guys, we got it. We've got it handled. Stop trying to hitch your wagon to something that you guys have not been bothered with.
So let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's talk about that. What do you mean by when things started to go south? What was happening? Because I mean, it was a huge shock for everyone. The show was coming out in a week, and we all hear you are no longer with the company, and we're like, what the just happened?
So to clarify, for people who don't know, Bo DeMeo was involved with X-Men 97 and whatever, and then there were some allegations and things that came out a week before the show came out, and they kind of fired him, which was odd.
Literally out of nowhere. Or at least it seemed to come out of nowhere.
Well, it did. It did seem to come out of nowhere. It was very strange, but apparently, according to Bo DeMeo, it seems like there might have been some stuff going on behind the scenes, and shocking to nobody who's been paying attention, that Marvel, who claims to care about diversity and inclusion, may not actually care as much as they say they do.
What? No way.
Let's keep watching.
Yes.
And then the show comes out, and the show's amazing. Like, what's going on? And then we start hearing crazy things.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me about when things went south.
Now, Bo can only tell us so much. He's going to mention why. There is an active lawsuit for him with Marvel right now. So he can only say so much. So just keep that in mind.
Yes.
And this is where, I talked to you before this. Like, there are certain things I have to talk around because there is a lawsuit that is currently happening between Marvel and myself right now and Disney.
Yes.
Which is complicated in its own way. But, it was a shock to you guys. It was not a shock to me. I think as the show, how do I put this in a very diplomatic way? I was left to my own devices because no one I felt really outside of Brad Winterbaum believed that this show could be anything good. And when they put on a day-to-day producer who just creatively we did not see eye to eye, and she and I were at loggerheads a lot of the show, and maybe to my detriment, I just didn't listen to what she was trying to make the show, which was something that was much more kid friendly, much more, talking down. I just was not.
So, in other words, the original Bo was making a certain kind of thing, and the other person wanted it to be more talking down, more kid friendly, which wasn't necessarily how the original show went. And Bo didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, in a way, my sense was something that was somewhat homophobic and racist. It was just a very sanitized version of the show.
So what he's saying here is he felt that the version of the show that they were making was actually very homophobic and racist. Now, I don't know what that was going on there, and I'm not going to read into that too much. I know when people hear those buzzwords, homophobia and racism, these days, those words have lost a lot of their meaning and can be used in a lot of different ways. However, it's interesting that those words would be used over something that Marvel themselves is making. How do you, Marvel, the bastions of inclusivity and diversity, create something that does the opposite? Interesting.
A good question indeed.
But she had joined after I'd already done season 1. And we were ready, but most of the episodes had shipped. They were being animated. And it was just very clear to me, my sense, that she would prefer there be someone else sitting in that seat that was easily controllable.
Now, you also mentioned, and something I really, really appreciate about you, is that Marvel or someone made mention that the fans don't want to see the X-Men stories. They want to see new original stories that the Disney Marvel has come up with it. And you said,
no,
shut up.
Look, me and Bodemeo, we're not going to see eye to eye on things, and I doubt I'm alone here. But the fact that they were saying, fans of X-Men don't want to see X-Men in the X-Men show. They want to see new things. What? What? You mean the comics that sold in the millions? That's not what people... Oh, sorry. Millions or however many. The comics that were successful, that did a lot, that sold and whatever, we don't want those. We want the ones that only sell in the thousands.
Odd.
No, we don't. We want the actual X-Men comics. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any logic here.
There is no logic. It's Marvel.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Just, I'm a huge X-Men fan, and I was very intent when I was hiring for the show that anybody who joins this show has to be a fan. I did not subscribe to what Nate Moore talked about, of that it's somehow a bad thing to have fans making these projects.
So, to clarify what he's saying here, Marvel likes to say, you should not have prior experience coming into this. This has been a thing. There was actually a thing, I think, was done by Perry Chan that was literally just a string of clips of all these people in charge of Marvel projects saying, hey, we haven't actually read the comics. And
yeah,
like,
I literally did an article for that Park Place that talked about how people in charge of some of these shows were straight out told by Marvel, don't read the comics.
That's so stupid. You're basically saying we have outlines of how to make these in a way, and we know that these comics sold. We could take these and adapt them and maybe make a small bits of changes here and there, and people would like them.
Just take this storyline with these literal diagrams, because it's comics, and just turn that into a movie or TV show. But no, why are they saying don't read the comics? It makes no sense.
But it's not even that. And as Comics and Everything already says in the chat, they wanted their version of X-Men, Disney X-Men. Not the X-Men you want, it's what you should want.
No, what we should want is what the comics originally gave us.
No. You don't want those comics. You want the ones that aren't selling, the ones that we keep having to reboot, the ones that ones that have, and this is just my personal preference, okay? The ones that do the Hellfire Gala, where it's literally like, oh, let's all be friends and wear fancy clothes. It's like, what are we doing?
You mean the Drag Queen Spider-Man that you ended up reading?
Oh God, don't even go there. That was the worst comic I've ever read in my life. I don't even know.
No. And then there's also this version of Spider-Man that was literally a Disney princess.
I literally don't have words. That was so bad. But no, it's that you guys will want what we want. We will create Disney slop, and you will say, yes, please, sir, may I have some more? And Bo DeMeo didn't want that. Now, as someone also said, this isn't news. You know, he always said this. But keep in mind, what he's saying is not only did they not want people involved with this who were fans, they wanted it to not be based on the actual X-Men. They wanted to create their own version of the X-Men and sell that to us with the knowledge that fans don't actually want this. And what they were pitching to Bo DeMeo was not even just that. It was also, hey, this is whatever. And Bo DeMeo's like, wait a minute, this doesn't really sound good. You're talking down to kids. You're being homophobic and racist in this show. And Disney's basically like, no, this is what we should be doing.
They're
what
like,
are you talking about?
They're basically, we're right, you're wrong. Shut up and do what we say, right?
Yep. And we got more. So let's get to the movie.
Oh boy.
Maybe in the 90s and 80s, maybe it was the fans didn't have access to filmmaking knowledge and craft and all that stuff. But now you do have plenty of massive fans of so many nerdy things who are also highly qualified craftspeople in the making of TV and film. So that adage just doesn't make sense to me anymore. But what ended up happening is you hire a bunch of fans, they may have in their head the vision of the show that they wish you were making.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are the executive producer and showrunner, it is your show. And I don't mean to say that from a place of ego. It's my ass on the line. I'm the one who opens to the studio and to
You're the captain.
I would use Star Trek very often as a metaphor of like, I don't like to seal the bulkheads and leave people behind sometimes, but that's what you do for you say
right.
Because your job is larger than just protecting engineering or teleporter or whatever. And there were individuals who felt that the comic should be left behind, and they want to put their imprint on it. And while I can be accused of doing the same, I also knew I trusted my gut and my fandom of X-Men that I would do it right by fans. Marvel.
Yeah, so there was a lot more, and I would urge you, if you have not, let's actually see if I can get a link to it really quick. I would urge you, if you have not, you can go watch the entire thing. It's an hour and a half. Comics and everything did a great job with this. And I want to mention, she's also mentioning about Blade, and I did watch the entire thing, so I do know what he said. But he's also been posting about it today. I don't know if anybody's seen that he's been bashing Marvel so hard. Dude
has been going all out. Like, dude, wow.
Yeah, I gotta give him credit. He look. As I said, I don't think we're going to see eye to eye on certain things. I think that when it comes to this kind of things, I think that, there are certain words he's saying and certain things that he's saying that I may not necessarily agree with. But the fact that he's willing to stand up to this stuff, the fact that he's willing to, say all this, and the fact that he's willing to, again, come out with this, and it's very significant, because even if we don't agree with them, the fact that they're coming out and saying all this stuff is really good. We need more people to do that. I'm trying to find a link. Oh, perfect. Proctophile's already got it. Thank you, Proctophile.
Thank you, Proctophile.
I did know we also hit tier 1. We'll get to that in just a second, but I did want to give credit to that. Yeah, I did. I'm the one that texted the fight. He texted back, hold my beer.
Dude!
He probably doesn't like me. I commented on one of his posts. I'm sure he probably doesn't like me because we did make a video early on that was like, hey, he doomed the remake because we thought that he was saying certain things that obviously changed.
Yeah.
But you guys should go watch that. There's a lot in there, stuff about Blade or whatever, including people in Marvel like comparing him to Wesley Snipes and saying, "Oh, we're look at how woke we are. We cast someone who looks like Wesley Snipes to produce the Blade movie." Are you kidding me, Marvel?
Evidently not. They are not.
So it's okay to be blatantly racist.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, wow, that's not even hiding it. And they'd be like, one of the fathers like, I've been showing my kid your Instagram, and he asked, "Do you have a shirt?" Why are you showing kids his Instagram? Why? Just weird.
Yeah, that's just creepy.
Now, I'm not saying Bo's the most amazing person ever, or he hasn't done anything wrong or whatever, but like, what is going on?
He respects source material. I mean,
I'm
seriously.
I'm going to go read a couple of his tweets today because I want you guys to hear exactly what he's been saying because you guys need to hear this. This is more than just us. I don't even.
The man has been on the war path.
He's literally
apparently we've gained 50 experience points from this chat.
I don't know what that is.
I have no idea why. Like, there are now experience points in YouTube live stream chats. Oh, and we have 126 people watching on the YouTube end.
Yes, but let me read some of this, okay? Bo DeMayo posts today when there's an announcement about Kevin Feige's decision to pivot from Kang to Doctor Doom, and he was saying, "Oh, even before that happened to the actor, we had started to realize that Kang wasn't Thanos." Bo DeMayo says this: "In 2023, I was working on season 2 of X-Men 97, who has Kang in it. Majors was definitely who would have voiced the character. I remember seeing John Wick 4 in March 2023 with a top exec at Marvel at the Americana movie theater in Glendale the weekend the news broke about Major's legal trouble, discussing how Kang was definitely the game plan, and the studio was afraid. He is straight up lying. At Variety needs to do journalism and stop being a contracted PR firm for at Marvel Studios' pathetic attempts at damage control."
Boom!
And here's also posting about Blade being delayed. He says, "Let's talk about the meetings where top executives would talk about and objectify my body while telling me, 'I would have pitched that idea, Bo, but you can because you're black.' Or one top executive telling me in front of the crew how woke they were for hiring a Wesley Snipes lookalike as the writer for the film. You can't tell black stories if you don't respect black people. And at Marvel Studios can apparently do neither unless Coogler is involved."
Like I said, warpath.
Now, again, there's a lot more to this, but basically, if you're wondering, what do you mean by objectify the body? He actually responded to someone in the comments. I can read you what he exactly said, okay? This is going to blow your mind. So someone's like, "Hey, you're a bodybuilder. This is normal, whatever." Bo DeMayo says that people were grabbing his bicep and chest without asking.
Creepy.
And literally clarifies that they jokingly called him Wesley Snipes because we all look alike. And definitely as Marvel allowing black assistants to be told they need to get working before they crack the whip. Basically, long story short, Marvel is literally being like blatantly racist behind the scenes. And they're saying, "We're diverse and inclusive." They were literally touching a man without his consent. Like, what the hell? And look, I'm not going to go into the whole consent thing, but if you're there and you're working on a movie, like, what the hell are you touching somebody without asking them? That's gross.
Why do it in general? It's seriously creepy.
And I don't have anything to say. Like, look, I'm not going to say that I'll agree with everything that Bo has to say, but that is just absolutely insane.
Not okay.
I don't even have words. But
you're not alone there.
We did hit tier 1. We'll get to that. Let's get to the super chats, and then we'll play our clip, and then we can move on to the next part, hopefully, which will be a little less. Wow, I don't have words, honestly. I got to give props. I doubt Bodemail's watching, but got to give props to the dude. I don't know how
Seriously,
you're
dude.
keeping quiet about this stuff, but God, we need more people who are going to call him out on their BS.
My respect for you with this went up. Am I allowed to say that? I think I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, look, again, as I said, we're not going to agree with him on everything. And then you know what? That's fine. But the fact that he's calling out Variety for like defending Marvel, more people need to do that.
Seriously.
It's so disgusting to say that
have
you're
a lot more-
hiring.
No, but with all of this going on, I seriously have a lot more respect for him now.
They're feeling both muscles. Yeah, it's creepy. And they're saying, oh, you're a black guy. You're all the same. What in the world?
Danny said she told him about the stream.
I doubt he's watching, but
Yeah.
that's fine. As I said,
she also said that the guy who was showing the kid the pictures also had the picture saved to his phone.
yes,
Which
he
is
did.
creepy.
Imagine you're working with somebody and you save pictures from their Instagram and you show them to your children and you save them on your phone and you show them to people he's working with when his Instagram has nothing to do with his job.
That's something you go to HR for, and you file a complaint. You file a freaking lawsuit and get a restraining order, and maybe secretly hire a hitman.
But they're in a lawsuit right now because what ended up happening is he got kicked off Blade. He got kicked off X-Men 97, but apparently it was because people were being racist and they just decided, oh, we don't have to listen to you, Mr. DeMeo, even though you're trying to tell us, hey, I want to help you. We're going to kick you out.
The dude is probably the only competent person in Marvel, if he's still in Marvel.
I don't think he is. They kicked him out of everything.
Then he was the only competent person there.
Well, to be fair, we don't know who exactly is involved with Marvel. There might be more people, but...
You really think anyone else is going to be as competent as he was?
Agent Swordmaster brings up, you have to screenshot Instagram pictures, if I remember, so it makes it extra weird someone went the extra mile. Imagine doing that and then showing it to your coworkers and children.
Seriously creepy.
And then, wait, what are the allegations again? Oh, that he was sharing inappropriate pictures with coworkers. Wait a minute.
Sounds like it was somebody else doing that and they were shifting blame.
It sounds like there was someone else taking his pictures and sharing them with coworkers and he was being blamed for it. Huh. Weird. Don't know. I'm going to say this. We've all known that Marvel is big, gigantic hypocrites, and this just proves it. And again, as I'm saying it multiple times, I guarantee me and Mr. Bodemayo, and we wouldn't see eye to eye on everything. And that's fine. Because we don't like some of the things that Marvel's been doing and whatever. And I probably would have some criticism of his show as well. But you know what? We need more people talking about this kind of stuff. This is ridiculous. More people need to be calling out. If this is what's going on behind the scenes and they're saying, hey, guess what? We're so diverse and inclusive. By the way, we have Wesley Snipes. They all look the same. We have Wesley Snipes directing our movie about Blade. You could argue there's a joke there.
Also, don't touch people without their consent. That is the definition of sexual harassment, no matter what gender you are.
I just double checked. Couldn't save Instagram picked. Yep. I don't even know. I'm just going to leave it there. Let's get to the super chats because we could be on this for a long time.
True. Practical for $2, $108, tier 1 reach. Thanks, guys. Thank you all so much.
And Storm Reigns
for 20. Anyone else getting sick of this phenomenon of people taking established IPs, hollowing them out and wearing them as skin suits to tell stories they know would never fly on their own and try to gaslight us into accepting it? Yes, I have never been able to understand why the people who don't like the IPs are the ones always being put in charge of the IPs. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. This is just ridiculous. And I think that this is just such a crazy thing that's going on. He says on interview where the pictures came from. Yeah. But again, it's just crazy that this is all going on. That.
But thank you, comics and everything, for letting us use that clip, because that is definitely something that needed to be reacted to.
Yeah, and as I said, there is a link. You should go watch the full thing. It's an hour and a half. If we reacted to the entire thing, we'd be here forever. But we did want to react to that. That was the clip I found was the most juiciest because I felt like it literally summarized a lot of what's going on behind the scenes at Marvel. But there was more. There was much more.
Definitely
and,
more.
I follow Bo DeMeo on Twitter. We'll keep watching him. I would urge people to follow him. He's not perfect, but he's been on a rant. They're destroying Marvel.
Not a rant, my dear. Not a rant.
Right now.
It's not a rant. It's a warpath.
Yes. And you know what? Good job, sir. Good job.
I salute you.
All right. Since we hit tier 1, we are going to do the tier 1 clip. And then when we will come back, we will have different hats. All right?
Yes.
Ready?
Begin.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does.
Roll my dice! That is what it does. Pot of Greed! Draw 3. I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck! And I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck! Then I play Magic Force, which allows me to play Pot of Greed once again to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
And no, he's right. And I attack and I win, right?
No!
You don't have any... Well, you don't have any monsters, and...
Oh, he's supposed to be here!
What?
Oh, you got the Celtic Guardian! My turn! I summon Dark Magician! I also summon Jack's Knight!
What? How... You can't summon a bunch of cards on one turn. It's against the rules.
You never saw this coming! I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does! It doesn't do that. That is what it does. It doesn't...
That's what it do, Yugi!
That does what it do!
That does what it do, guys.
Pot of Greed! The
Pot of Greed!
Pot of Greed! Greed.
Oh, boy.
John Common for 5. So DeMeo was figuratively put onto an 1840s auction block and then treated like he was literally being sold to a slave owner. Good job, Disney Marvel.
I have no words. It's just crazy that this is allowed behind the scenes. And again, keep in mind, the reason it's such a hypocritical, disgusting thing is because they continue to say, we're diverse, we're inclusive, we care. And they clearly don't. They clearly don't care. Oh, well, they do. They do care about money and themselves.
But they're not getting the money.
Next step, cat ears on Raven. That's tier 2. If we get to tier 2, we have a new clip for tier 2. We just need $92 more to get there. We probably won't. But
maybe not, but you're welcome to give it to us.
It's a funny clip.
Please give us your money.
Let's get into the second topic here. Main topic. We got some updates on certain things, so ready?
Yes.
Right, here we go. Subnautica 2 was set to sail.
Krafton stalled to dodge the sale.
Sabotage and corporate greed.
A lawsuit rises on stormy seas.
Yeah. So, we spoke last week actually about Subnautica 2. There has been a lot of drama around this game. People know of this first game, Subnautica, and Subnautica Below Zero, which didn't do as well and wasn't as good of a game, in my opinion, and a lot of people agree. But basically, there's been more coming out. So, long story short, to summarize, Subnautica 2 was supposed to come out in 2025. It was delayed to 2026. But also, Krafton, the people who bought Unknown Worlds, fired all the leadership and basically said that they weren't meeting goals, whatever. But what ended up happening was the leadership mentioned, no. Krafton did this and delayed the game because we were owed a $250 million payout if we hit certain goals before 2025. And Krafton wanted to delay the game so they didn't have to pay us. And then Krafton came back with, well, you guys were going to steal 90% of it and not give it to the team. So, and you guys weren't getting there and blah, blah, blah. Well, decided that, you know what? You guys can't get away with this. And most of the community's behind it. So guess what? The original 3 developers of Subnautica are suing Krafton. And that was what we covered last week. Well, there's been more. Because now the lawsuit is out and it is 58 pages.
Quite the lengthy document.
Yes. So we're going to go through this piece by piece. We're not going to go through the entire 58-page document because we'd be here for a week.
Obviously.
And honestly, I don't have the ability to do that. But I will say this, okay? We took the most important things out of it that I think are important. There were also leaked slides that were showing an internal review. And Krafton came out and said, yes, these are real. But interestingly, it did, if you only looked at it surface level, it made it look like Krafton were the ones doing the right thing and the developers of Subnautica were the ones doing the wrong thing. However, if you read into it more, you notice that Krafton was making lots of different changes to the game, almost like they didn't know what they wanted from it as they were, quote unquote, cutting it down. But in this lawsuit, we find out a bit more. Now, keep in mind, this is a lawsuit coming from the former heads of Subnautica, okay? We don't know what Krafton's going to say. And again, I always like to think the truth's a little bit in the middle. But the biggest thing to take away from it is what we can see here. So do you want to read, honey, the top right corner first?
Sure.
Well, actually, sorry, the bottom left corner first, and then we'll get to the top right corner.
Sure. Delayed on purpose? Is it the bottom of the bottom left corner?
We read the top part of that. No, delayed on purpose. Read what it says.
Okay. Krafton
This is
did
a
not...
quote. Wait, this is a quote from inside the lawsuit.
Krafton did not deliver Subnautica 2 on time because they made a deliberate internal choice to stall it, not because the game was behind schedule.
Yes, and as you can see at the top, it also said that they fabricated and used the manipulated September 2023 presentation, which was the one that was leaked, to justify and support Krafton's decision to delay the game. Now, there's a lot to unpack here, but basically, what does this mean? It means that Krafton didn't want to pay, and so they deliberately manufactured this. But here's some more things that's interesting. One, there is a clause in the contract that does not allow Krafton to fire the heads of Subnautica without due cause. And guess what? There was no
due cause.
So that's already something interesting. But another thing was that they had a marketing person involved with them, right? Now, Krafton said, hey, we don't like this marketing person. We need to change them. And the dev does not agree, but it says as long as the person is English and has experience with early access. Well,
English
guess
speaking.
What?
Specifically English speaking.
Correct. And honey, do you want to explain what they didn't do?
They did not get someone who spoke English.
Not only that, but they hired someone to do the company that didn't speak English and had no experience with early access games. You tell me that doesn't seem strange.
It's very strange. Why would you do that?
Exactly. So
unless you are setting someone up for failure, you do not do that.
Yeah, but basically they are suing them, and what they want is to be reinstated, and they want the payouts to be as they said. And they want control of their game again, and to be able to do it the way they see fit. Now, people out there have said, hey, we don't believe Krafton, and the majority of people don't. But there are people out there who said, hey, the devs are woke. They've said X, Y, and Z. I'm going to push back on that and say it does not matter. It doesn't matter.
Nope.
Thing. They made a great game with the first one. The second one, Below Zero, was not that great. And I've played it. I haven't finished it, and that's a testament to how much I didn't like it. Okay?
Below Zero should have remained a DLC. It should not have been a standalone game.
Correct. That's what it was meant to be. but it was not made that way. Now, again, I want to make very clear. The devs have said things, and you know what? That's fine. But you know what? As long as those politics don't come into the game, that's one thing. Now, people have said, hey, the character models look bad, and that means whatever. No, the character models have always looked bad. The first character from the first game, named Riley Robinson, literally has a mohawk that's pink and whatever. It's always been this case.
Mm-hmm. The characters have always had oddly proportioned features. It's partly why the game is first person.
Yeah. And also, so what if the devs have said things? And yes, the game Subnautica Below Zero did have some interesting choices with voicing and whatever. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was some influence there. But guess what?
What?
Even if that doesn't mean they deserve to have their game taken away from them. If this really is true, and this is what Krafton did to sabotage them, they absolutely do not deserve to have their game taken away. And all gamers, doesn't matter whether you agree with them, like them, whatever, all of them should be pushing back on this. We should all be saying, hey, this ain't going to fly. Because if this company can do this, this has happened so many times. We can't allow this to continue.
What he said. It's not okay.
Not okay. And again, this was a 58-page document, so it's possible that I missed something. But again, I am following Charlie Cleveland on Twitter to keep up to date with this. But we'll keep you up to date as things progress. Subnautica is a game that I believe if you have not played the original Subnautica, you should.
If you have not played the first Subnautica game, what are you doing with your life? It is one of the best games ever made.
I'm going to say this, okay? You literally need to play that game. If you are someone who doesn't even play video games, you need to play it. It is an experience. It is a game you will never forget. It is one of my top favorite games of all time. And if you play it, the first game, you will not be disappointed. But
no, you will not. It is good. It's so good. It is one of the best survival games I have ever played.
And people sometimes say, hey, the game's scary. What do? Play it in creative mode. Fly, go, swim around, make yourself visible to creatures. You can learn a lot. You can play a lot. It's a beautiful game. And again, it is worth playing because of how amazing it is. And yes, Subnautica Below Zero was not good. But you know what? This Subnautica 2 actually looks very promising. And maybe not that it's wrong. Maybe we'll turn out that it was the Subnautica devs all along. But I'm inclined to believe that Krafton are the ones who are causing the problem here because it seems like that's what they're doing. You don't hire people or do things that deliberately sabotage your game that is going to make you money unless you have a reason to. And honestly, it just seems like money is the root of all evil here.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
We'll have to see where this goes.
Yeah, from what we can tell, it's Krafton being selfish and not wanting to take any blame.
Yep.
But play Subnautica 1. Do it, or we will sick Beetlejuice on you.
Sure. I think that's right now.
Yeah.
Did we hit tier 2?
No, we have maybe $30 left to go.
Come on, guys. $30 left. We can hit tier 2.
We did hit a peak of about 140 people.
Is it not just a wet No Man's Sky? No. Trust me. Look, I am not the kind of person. If I think a game is good, I'll say it's good. And I'll say I enjoyed it. This is a game that you need to experience. I rarely say that about games. This is a game that you need to play. You need to play. I don't care if you hate survival games. This game is so unique. They are so good. It's such an amazing game.
And
it is, as I said, an experience.
The graphics too are spectacular.
If Cleveland has the receipts, Krafton is effed. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Come on, people!
Comics and everything's I gotta go. Thanks for streaming. I needed that info about the algorithm. Thanks for sharing my story. Of course.
Of course I did.
Go check out Comics and everything. Does some great work over there. Underappreciated.
And don't forget to engage so that the views count.
Sinstra.yornmata reposted the stream. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Come on, chat. We are $30 away from tier 2, and we will have your backlog is huge.
BBC just gifted 5 Gothic Therapy memberships.
Oh my God, where is the clip?
You love me. You really love me.
And we got a super Skyfire for 20. Chocolate for the chocolate god. Plushies for the plushie throne. And with
Thank you guys so much.
I believe we have hit 200.
Wait, hold on. We got to get to the other. We got to get to the other super chats that we missed. Hold on.
Projectile, it is what it do. Projectile, okay, Deku, but only because it's your birthday, haha. Projectile for 2, 160, so close to tier 2 and the goal. Thanks, guys. You're going in the reverse, you know.
I know.
Rosie for $49.99. I want to see the tier 2 clip.
Thank you. Guys are absolutely insane. We're not going to do special clip. We're instead going to do the new clip. It is a clip some of you may have seen already, but it is a much better clip than the original. And when we come back, we will have new hats. Ready?
Enjoy. Go.
Hey! I'll show ye.
I am Destructor! I'm Bone.
That'll show him.
My finger! I cast upon thee a stone kind! Let's try for a twofer. Dark Magician! Dark Magic Attack!
Very well.
And that is why they call me Bender the Magnificent!
Now it's personal. New blast.
I'm scared.
I learned how to handle delicate social situations from a little show called Three's Company. You are no match for my dragon style.
You just lost the duel.
You didn't even look at your cards.
Looking at one's cards is a crutch for players who rely on skill. Eat them and leak salt water. That right, scared?
No, I'm not. Oh, wait, I am.
Let's go already!
I love that clip.
I figured it was great, and it combines everything, and it's not just because the original tier 2 clip used to just be the Pot of Greed song, which was a song that was just about Pot of Greed. But I think it was so good. It was so good. Oh, it was great.
Yeah. And the best part is that it has the credit of the person who made it at the top corner. So
yeah, of course. Okay, I think we're good there. Let me grab a drink of water and we'll jump in. We have 2 more stuff to cover.
Why didn't you do what I did and grab the drink of water during the clip?
Because I didn't think about it.
Silly.
It's so good of a clip, I can't help but watch it.
Fair enough.
It was awesome. So, okay. We have some game therapy for you guys, and this one's going to be interesting because we're going to cover something that might be slightly controversial. We'll kind of explain it. We are going to cover a game that is coming out from someone who formerly worked with Sweet Baby Inc., but no longer does. And so far seems like a pretty decent guy.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We're going to have some game therapy right after these messages. I feel so weird reacting to stuff with this hat on, but who cares? Hey, it's better without having to worry about removing the background. That would be bad. So
Yeah,
okay.
true.
We're going to react to a game being created by Surgeon Studios and Pocket Pair Publishing, and it is called Dead Take. We are going to be pausing because I guarantee we'll get copyright claimed otherwise for it. So we're going to be pausing quite frequently.
Yes. But here we go.
Finny, get out of there, please. Just answer your fucking phone! I'm outside Duke's place.
Looks interesting so far. I like the atmosphere. As I said, we're going to be pausing because we do not want copyright.
I love it already.
Looks interesting already.
I love it already.
I'm outside. I'm coming for you.
Duke doesn't just make movies.
I want to make clear, someone's saying this is being done by Pocket Pair Publishing and Surgeon Studios. So these are not being done by Sweet Baby Inc. So
there is no Sweet Baby Inc. involvement whatsoever. You can rest assured of that. Continue.
He creates worlds.
He's always watching. Nothing escapes him.
Vinny, do you know how important this is?
Looks interesting so far. Apparently what this is supposed to be, it's supposed to be about being in the entertainment industry and kind of creepy. So
You look delicious.
No, you look delicious.
No, stop, come on.
Miss King, do you need any water?
No, let's just hurry this up.
So
Looks pretty-
a game about being in the what goes behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. Sounds legit.
That's what it is. That sounds actually pretty cool.
Wow, you look delicious.
Let's just hurry this up.
That's creepy, but cool.
Oh, but also something they do.
And the way he pushes his actors, he is sculpting them into something bigger than themselves.
That splicing video thing, that's actually was something that they do on reality TV.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool.
I will do anything for this role. There's a party, Vinny, which I'd love for you to attend.
A party? Hold on. What kind of party are we talking about?
Hopefully a safe party?
Alana Pierce is involved in this?
Who is that again?
Where?
The magnum opus of the great genius Duke Kane.
Are you trying to fuck up my career?
Please tell me that you were not always like this.
Body bags.
Ooh.
She's one of the actors. Oh, come on, really?
Who is Alana Pierce again?
Alana Pierce is the pathological liar that smashed JT to the video on that the video got taken down. Remember for knees?
Oh yeah. It was so insignificant to me. I completely deleted it from my memory. Because she's someone I don't care about.
Yeah, whatever.
Tells
you how fucking hard
it is, things you'll have to sacrifice.
What were you saying?
I don't care because this looks good to me.
Yeah, it does.
This is me taking my shot.
Yep, there she is.
Oh well, I'll still probably get this game.
I don't know.
If it's a good game, it's a good game. Who cares who's in it?
I understand, but I'm sorry. I see that, and it just... I feel like we're rewarding somebody who doesn't... I have to see more of this. I'd have to see more of this. This isn't enough for me. I mean, it looks good. I gotta give it props. It looks better. It doesn't look like a Sweet Baby Inc. game, which is good. But Alana Pierce, I don't know.
Again, I don't care about this.
Never lets you go, darling.
Look, regardless of whether you get the game or not, I gotta say I'm happy to see that. Look, I'll be honest. I've spoken with Abubakar Salim before, in passing, and I know he's interacted with a lot of people in the community. And I'm not saying you have to get this game, but I'm glad that he still can make games and that he's able to, do that, and that's good. That's something to me that I think is important, because there are people who unknowingly joined up with Sweet Baby Inc., and I do believe he was one of them, because he seems to say that he's not working with them anymore. And I'm glad to see him still able to make games with Pocket Pair Publishing is great. That's better. But yeah, that Alana Pierce thing, I'm not.
Well, doesn't do anything for me because I completely forgot who she was.
I know. I want to like this game, but that is a red flag for me.
Meh.
I don't think it's the same thing as working with Sweet Baby Inc., but it does make me do a double take, so to speak.
If she's only an actor, then I don't see the problem.
I don't see a problem either, but I also see that I don't want to support somebody who does things and gets away with it, especially if it's something that isn't, because she's made certain claims and whatever. I've seen what Smash has come up with about her and other people. So it does make me hesitate. Put it this way. I'm not sold on the game. I need to see more.
That's fair.
I think that's fair. I'm not saying no. I'm saying when I see Alana Pierce, I need to see more.
That is fair. I still think it looks cool.
But it'll be out in 11 days from now. So
sweet. I know you initially guessed July. I don't know.
Yeah. But look, you know what? This is what makes this channel so great, though, honey.
No, Master isn't saying he wants to boycott.
No, I'm a little hesitant, I'll be honest. I'm hesitant, but you're like, I'm good into it,
Yeah, but you're not calling for a boycott.
I'm not. I'm saying I need to see more, and I'm not thrilled with Alana being involved because I know that she's not necessarily the best person ever. But at the same time, I kind of understand, it depends. I will see kind of how it goes. Not going to be a day one. I'll see what people say about it.
You roboted a lot just now.
How about now?
You're a bit delayed. Hello?
I can
your
hear
video and your volume are not synced up for me.
I think everybody else can hear me fine.
I don't know. Maybe it's just on my end.
So I gotta push back on this. Mexicans for $2 says he blamed racism, the game not selling. No thanks. It's complicated, I would say. It is a bit complicated. It's not as straightforward, and he wasn't just saying, oh, racism made the game not sell. How am I doing now, honey?
Better.
Okay. Look, I'm not saying we should unequivocally go out there and buy it. I'm saying if he genuinely moves away from Sweet Baby Inc. And am I out of sync now?
No, you're back in sync. You're just blurry.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there.
I'm basically saying that I'm willing to see where this goes. And I think that if somebody genuinely didn't want to work with Sweet Baby Inc. and is moving away from it and is making other things, they deserve a chance at success. But that's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Am I doing okay now?
Yes.
Also, MK for on Odyssey saying, hello, world. You can tell CBA Inc. wasn't involved because there were 2 consecutive and there's nothing gay yet.
Hello,
yeah,
Odyssey.
sorry, guys, about the internet. Might be better now, hopefully. But look, guys, I'm saying that we got to have an open mind. If there are people out there who are like, hey, we're willing to talk, and Sweet Baby Inc. is, not necessarily, I'm not working with them anymore, and, I heard what you guys were saying about them, and I've had a different opinion, then we need to respect that. Doesn't mean we got to go out and buy everything they make. It means that, hey, if they come out with something, I'm going to look at it, Why not?
Only thing I am really hoping that Sweet Baby Inc. is not involved in is Darksiders 4.
So what I'm going to say,
hopefully come August, there will finally be news about Darksiders 4, and I really, really, really do not want to see Sweet Baby Inc. in the credits of that.
They're not going to be in the credits of that. They would hit.
They had better. No, they had better not be. I better not see anything Sweet Baby Inc. related to Darksiders 4, or I will riot.
Honey,
I'm sorry.
Relax.
Sorry.
There's no. They not.
Darksiders 4.
Okay. Can I address this now? I'm going to guess Sweet Baby Inc. We may have told Sleep was due to racism. He bought it at first. So I'm going to explain. I've actually watched an interview that he gave, and he basically said that the reason that he hired Sweet Baby Inc. was because he's an actor. He's an actor first, and he wanted to make a game to kind of honor his father, right? And he wanted to make a game, and he didn't know how to do it because he's an actor. So he basically cashed in any connections that he had, and one of them is a little bit like, and what was I saying?
You were talking about the interview?
Yes, and basically that one of them happened to be a connection to Kim Belair and Sweet Baby Inc., and they offered to help him with his game, and that's why he chose them. He also made it, I think, very clear that would he have known about all the controversy, he would not have gone with them. But he did because he was trying to find anybody that he could to help him do something that he couldn't do because he had no knowledge. So I guess that's kind of fair. Again, doesn't mean magically we should just forgive him and not whatever. No, be skeptical, be aware. But hey, it was worth looking into the game. The game looks decent. Alana Pierce is not great, but yeah.
The rest
I'm
of it
blurry,
looks
apparently.
Good. The rest of it looks great.
Am I blurry?
You were.
Hold on one sec.
Hi.
How about now?
Better.
Still blurry?
No, you're better.
Okay. Let me see if there's anything else going on. This is not ideal, guys. We're working on getting a better internet connection. I apologize. It's been good pretty much the entire show, so I guess it is good enough that we could. How bad has it been, guys? What would you give it a rating? On
how has our internet been from 1 to 10?
Out of 10, what would you give it? This is important because we're gonna do a 15K celebration. We need to know.
We need to know if our internet can handle it.
Is good enough. So
give us a number 1 to
out
10.
Of 10.
How has our internet been so far this stream? Rosie says 9.5 out of 10. Pau de Batata says 7 out of 10.
Uh-oh.
What?
Other than the last 15 minutes, it was good. 9 out of 10. We're getting a lot of 9 out of 10s. 8.5 out of 10.
Okay, so it's decent, I suppose.
I don't know why. It's been... It's really... I'm literally not using... I don't understand. I'm plugged in to a completely different internet connection. Trying to shut down anything I can.
Yeah, everything else for me is shut down too.
Good time of day, but it's been fine. Has it seem fine now, guys?
Yeah.
Put it this way. Is it good enough that we could do it at our 15K stream, or do we have to wait?
I think we should be able to still do a stream.
It's fine now. So, yes, stable.
Proctifile, you're the one who's taking care of the stream. What do you think? Is our internet good enough?
Asian Swordmasters is not sure. It's good enough. Okay, we'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. All right. Let's get going on to the next topic, our third topic, and then we can go into diagnosis and everything from there. There's still another tier, guys, if you want. You don't have to get there, but it will be a share stream if we do. So just throwing it out there. Using Wi-Fi, we're both using Ethernet cables. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But again, we are working. We have a method that we know works very, very stable. The problem is, it's just how it's situated. It doesn't work right now. So we've tried it. It works. We just have to mess with some stuff to get it to work the way we want it to.
And it's a pain to do so.
Chair. Yeah, we'll get the chair. We'll maybe get the chair. So.
Been a while since we got the chair.
How close are we to chair stream? Well, probably pretty far, I would imagine.
No idea.
Proctifile.
Last I saw, Proctifile said we were at 215. I have no idea if we've risen since then.
That means we are 85 away from chair stream. But do you have to set to use cables? Or you
no, Wi-Fi is turned off for both of us on our computers.
Yeah, we're both using cables. Yeah, so we have 85. It needs 85 more to get to tier 3, which you don't have to. But we'll move on to our next topic now. Hopefully the internet will hold. Ready?
Yes.
Okay. And again, we're 85 from tier 3 if you want to chair stream, but no pressure. Let's move on right now. The Legend of Zelda cast is made.
But fake fans demand a trans crusade.
Hunter was never part of the fight.
Nintendo stood strong and did what was right. Thank you, Nintendo!
So, we finally got some casting for the live action Legends of Zelda movie that we're getting. And the reason we're covering this is because there was a lot of stuff going on around this. So, honey, do you want to explain what was going on with this?
Yes, what was going on with this was that a trans model was being rumored to be cast as Princess Zelda. And it turned out it was in fact just a rumor, because this week Nintendo announced the actual cast, and it's 2 British actors that nobody's ever heard of.
Yes, and
thank God.
And anybody who was paying attention could tell you, because there was a rumor going around that a PR firm attached to Hunter Schafer, the trans whatever, was trying, and I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be blunt, okay? I'm going to mess up the pronouns, and it's not because I'm trying to be proper or whatever. I literally just don't care, okay? I'm gonna say probably he or she, and it's not because I think he or she. I'm just using whatever comes to mind because I don't care enough. Okay? So, basically came out and said that there's a PR firm around this person, and it basically was what pushing them. And long story short, they didn't cast them. So what does that mean? It means trans people angry. How dare Nintendo not cast this person who in one picture, with makeup and filters, looks somewhat like Zelda. So much so that account posted, honey, do you want to read, make sure to not say the exact word, but do you want to read what they said?
Sure. Rosaria's middle finger said, Hunter Schafer should be allowed to bleep Miyamoto.
Yeah, so again, Nintendo
that's not unhinged or anything. Totally normal reaction, right?
I want to make this clear, though, okay? They were never looking at Hunter Schafer. It is made very clear that a PR firm attached to Hunter Schafer were the ones pushing this garbage, okay? So Nintendo was never looking at this person ever. So how dare Nintendo not look at a person and not cast them? It means that that person should be able to kill Miyamoto because whatever reason. What in the world is wrong with you people? You guys make yourselves look like unhinged freaks. And I'm saying this nicely. I'm not pointing fingers. Not everybody who identifies as whatever is this crazy. Everybody has different opinions. We're not getting into this.
Loud majority seem to be.
But the loud majority of people on Twitter are making everybody look like, you guys look like unhinged freaks, and you do not look, I'm sorry. And I'm not saying it's just because you're trans, whatever. This is ridiculous. The fact that you think it's okay to put out something like this
The
on the
robot in
internet.
for a moment.
The fact that you think it's okay to put something like this out on the internet means either your parents have failed you or that I don't know what to tell you, that you're mentally not sound.
Quite.
I don't have words. The fact, look, I think this Legend of Zelda movie should have been animated and there would have been no problem.
Yeah, definitely would have been better animated. Would have made definitely more sense for it to be animated. But hey, if they want to do live action because it's cheaper, then so be it.
Whatever. I don't think it's because it's cheaper. I think it's because they just wanted to do it for some reason. It could be great or it could be trash. And if it's trash, it's trash. Okay,
Well,
that's just how it is.
Well, think about it. If it's not A-list actors or it's incredibly popular actors, because I've never heard of these two actors, they don't have to pay them as much. So cheaper.
Look, we'll see how this goes. Maybe this will turn out to be good. But this whole, how dare you not cast my fan fiction? Guess what? They hired a PR firm to promote them because they wanted the role. And guess what? They didn't get it. And now all you can do is cry about it. But you know what? Nobody was asking for this. I'm sorry. Nobody, aside from a loud vocal minority on Twitter, was asking for this. And it was not even real. They were never looking at them. Ever. They were never looking at Hunter Schafer. They were not. The rumor was Nintendo's eyeing, never happened. So the rumor never even true. And yes, that's what a rumor is. But the point I'm making is the rumors that Hunter Schafer was being eyed, that rumor never happened. It never happened. It was a rumor that was manufactured, a lie that was manufactured to try to get Hunter Schafer the role. And guess what?
What?
Didn't work because nobody wanted this person as Zelda, and they went with the correct choices. I think the real correct choice would have been to go with an animated version, but that's just me.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
But don't wish Miyamoto death. That's overkill.
Oh, but you should know what they said afterwards. Do you know what they said when people started finding, commenting? They locked their account out before quote tweeting their original post and saying, Hunter Schafer should be able to off everybody in this comment section.
In the what?
So people started finding this person's post and commenting on it. So they locked down the replies and locked down their account, but not before quote tweeting their own post and saying Hunter Schafer should be able to kill everybody in this comment section.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's a totally normal, insane person, isn't it, darling?
Congrats. You have now made a case. Nobody should hire people that you guys want.
Clearly.
Maybe that wasn't your intention. That's exactly what you did.
Fools.
We'll have to see how the movie actually is, but this is ridiculous. Look, I'll tell you this. Whether the movie's good or not, the discourse around it has been quite entertaining.
Indeed it has. I mean, certainly popcorn worthy.
Yep. We'll have to wait and see how this goes.
I always like taking out the popcorn for these kinds of things.
Yeah, it's more entertaining than a lot of these things. But again, we're going to have to wait and see how this does and more of this comes out. It's not going to be out for a while. It'll be like a 2027, so we have plenty of time. But I think that once this movie gets announced and we get a trailer, I guarantee we're going to get a whole nother bunch of people going, how dare they not cast Hunter Schafer? I'm upset.
Oh, yeah, they totally will.
How much do you want to bet?
Oh, 100%. You know how they operate. It's always the same thing.
Yep. All right. I think that's it. Right?
Yeah, I believe so. You did robot a little, but most of what you said was understandable.
It'll be fine. I'll use the local recordings if I need to. It's not perfect. I don't know what's going on, guys. I wish I knew.
And it looks like we are almost at our super chat goal and got another giant super chat during this.
God, we'll get to those. Okay.
Olympus Golem of Light for 5. Considering how well Star Wars did with mostly unknown actors, I am cautiously optimistic. Fair. Practifile for 2. If the stickers count, we're 1 away from the goal. I don't know if the stickers count. Do the stickers count?
Yep, 1 away. 1 away from the goal, as according to what I'm seeing.
So, who wants to give us the last one? James for $2. Well, excuse me, princess. What's that about?
It's a joke. It's from Star Wars. Well, excuse me, princess.
Oh, yeah. Storm Reigns for $50 frickin' dollars.
You are insane. Thank you so much.
Whether or not it's cheaper really depends on how much CGI they end up using. Many live-action movies end up being more expensive than even stop-motion animated movies. Yes, it really should have been animated. Could have been a grittier style to boot. Yeah,
yep.
It also probably would have looked more like the games if they had made it animated.
We are so close. Apparently, we're at $269. Come on, guys. We can get a chair stream, maybe. I don't know.
Chair stream.
Well, let me get a clip.
If someone else decides to drop a 50 on us.
Let me go give a clip for Storm Reigns. Here you go.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
People are saying that it's from the Excuse Me Princess is from the Legend of Zelda cartoon. I didn't even know they had a cartoon.
Oh, I didn't know the cartoon. I thought you said, well, Excuse Me Princess from Star Wars with Han Solo.
I didn't even know there was a cartoon. And again, I don't think I've ever played Legend of Zelda, so I really wouldn't know. Yes, that is right. I have never played Legend of Zelda. You guys are going to be so angry at me for that.
I have.
I have not. Here comes the angriness.
We'll see. But now we are, I think, less than $30 away. I've caught the grifter bug. What do you mean the grifter bug?
Master has caught the grifter bug from Raven?
29. Raven is a heretic. Bad kitty, bad.
Of course I'm a heretic. I'm a freaking Night Lord.
Boo, hiss. Disappointed. Bad kitty. Oh, gosh, you guys are funny. Never played, faints.
Told ya.
We have had almost 140 people here, or at least 130 for the past, bit. You guys are insane. Thank you guys so much. Even if we don't get $29 to get to the 3rd tier, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And we have hit the super chat goal, so we can tell them about the car. Oh, hey, another super chat. All in all, it's just another brick in the wall.
But to be fair, I wasn't wrong. My brain went to, where have I heard this? Well, excuse me, princess. That is literally in Star Wars. You can't tell me it's not. I know it is.
I don't remember.
It is a line in Star Wars. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Am I wrong? Please, someone tell me I'm right. I know I'm right. I know I've heard that line in Star Wars. You have to tell me I'm right. Come on. I can't be that dumb that I messed up.
Holy crap. We just hit it.
Oh, goodness.
G.S. Wolfwood for $40 frickin' dollars. This casting insanity has similar and worse vibes to when Sean Young tried to audition for Batman Returns. And we just got another.
Oh, God. Skyfire for 30 says chair. Okay, so I was right, but let's get into it. It's time for a chair stream. It's been a while, guys.
Woo! Chair stream.
And when we come back, it'll be time for the charity. I want to see chairs in the chat.
Chair. Play the clip.
Cheers to the sky, fly so high, and it went up, the big blast out wide. Drops and breath, toss up in the air. The chairs in the tops, it doesn't even care. Yeah, that king sing, it's got a guitar. Spin it like a pizza, now it's a star. No gravity here, just socks on the ceiling. The chair went to Mars, and now it's revealing. A A chair that can sing, it's got a guitar. Spin it like a pizza, now it's a star. No gravity here, just socks on the ceiling. The chair went to Mars and now it's revealing. Its legs are tall and off switch all to walk. The chair got mad, it started to talk. Can it sing? Yup. Can it dance? Heck yes. The chair will ruin your life with a flying press. Chair stream, what a scene. It's on a spinning roller coaster, a living dream. Take a hot dog and throw it in the sky. The chair's the king, and it's never gonna die. What do you want? It's floating in space. Spin it around, you'll never keep the pace. In the middle yellow, a body in your face. It's a chair on the top, you were never in the race. What you dream, chair, dream less on. It's a chair standing in a tutu shouting, do you like corn? Jump in a puddle of liquid cheese. This chair's the king, take a knee, please. Oh my chair, you're too loud for the earth. You breathe fire and glow with mirth. A spinning blob of Chili and Jim. The chair's on fire, and we're big fans. Chair string, chair scream, let it boom. Go in the toaster, will consume. Spin flight, it's raining spaghetti. Chair's in the spotlight, and it's more than ready. So let it roar down the wall. The chair's gonna rock it, and it's making a call. Let's toss it down, let the madness begin. The chair is the king, and it's always gonna win.
Chair stream!
Cheers!
Woo! We're chairs!
We have become chairs.
Been a while.
That is the power of the chair stream. We have become chairs.
Yay.
This is so much fun.
We are the origin of the googly-eyed chair. You see it on Smash's Smash's stream. It was Master who invented it.
Yeah, I invented it, and so I made a song, and it made it our tier 3, and we hit 300, so we played it. That's why people are coming in here and being like, oh, what's going on? It's because we hit tier 3, and that's when we get chair stream. So there you go. I made a song with clips and everything to be literally because of
because
chairs.
we can.
Yes.
Literally just because we can.
But yes, we are the chair. Chairs.
Vowels No Vowels says, I was there when Master invented it.
Yes, and Smash has not given me my cut. He gets so much mileage off that. And
so someone tell Smash that he owes Master money.
yeah, I'm just kidding. But how do the chairs talk about mouths? You do not question the almighty power of the holy chairs. The chair is a pathway to many abilities, some that may be considered unnatural.
The chair.
We have been chosen.
The chair is our master. Chair decides who will go, who will stand, and who
The
will
chair
sit.
decides who will sit and who will stand.
Chair, I have been chosen. Farewell, friends. Hypno needs to chair.
We should probably switch back to.
You should, but this is fun. And we somehow have not lost viewers from this. How about that?
I expected people to leave.
And somehow we didn't. We're still at 141 on the YouTube end. Oh, am I supposed to still have my cat ears? Or
Yeah, I think so.
no, those are just for tier 2. We hit tier 3, then we become chairs.
And we did. So now we go back to normal, or
Yeah, I think so. Oh no. Maybe we keep the other things on our chairs?
I'm part of this madness. Yes, you are.
Yes,
Okay,
you made the hypno chair.
Let's get into what we have here. We have a poll and a story, and then we have diagnosis, and then we're good. So let's get the poll out of the way. We have a poll that's been running for 4 hours. We have a poll that says engage with the like button to clock into the shift. Will the live action Zelda movie be good? And leading with 34% is no, it should have been animated, followed by 26%, an engaged view. Then 23%, yes, no Chris Pratt casting yet. And then 16%, hey, listen, over here. Hey, listen.
I'm the one who voted for the hey, listen. Man.
And the poll is now over. No more people give out.
Only 186 votes?
That was pretty good. Okay, so now let's get into the
Our story.
Honey, do you want to explain it?
Yes. So we were going to my in-laws for our Sabbath this week. We get in the car. We're all ready to go.
Wait. Let's explain. So for people who don't know, this is a time period and starts at sundown on Friday and goes till Saturday night. And you can't use cars. You can't use electricity. You can't use like stuff like that. You can't use
streaming, no video games, no flicking a light switch, no cooking. Can't do anything besides eat, sleep, and read, and talk to people, and maybe go on a walk. That's literally all you can do. But basically, what happened was we're all ready to go. The car is packed. We're in the car. We're ready to get out of the parking lot.
It's about an hour. It's about 2 hours till the Sabbath, and I go to turn on the car, and it won't start.
Nothing. The car won't start.
It starts and it says charge or whatever. And I'm like, oh.
So basically, we kind of had a little panic attack for maybe 30 minutes, trying to figure out what to do. Should we Uber to Master's parents? Should we call? Should we call?
It said check the charge or something. It was acting very strange because its battery was clearly low.
I thought the car was going to explode.
Yes, I don't know why. We're in the car. I'm trying to figure out how to call AAA and whatever. And Raven's there going, please turn off the car. It's going to explode. I'm like, what are you talking about? The car's not going to explode.
Raven, you're not helping.
Yes, I told her she's not helping. She's literally crying. It's going, it's going to explode. I'm like, no, it's not.
Speaking sounded like it was a ticking bomb.
It's a car. It's not going to explode. What are you talking about?
Cars can explode.
Was it a hybrid? No, it was a regular car. It just needs the charge to start, and it just wasn't starting. Long story short, my uncle came and tried to jump us. The cables couldn't reach. Then we ended up having AAA come, and they basically had to replace our battery. We got in the car and drove all the way there and made it just in time. We had just enough time, and I hate driving. Did I mention that?
Yes, and I cannot drive. I'm a terrible driver.
But here's the thing, okay,
I
guys?
crash too often.
When I powered up the car again, it gave me a message. It said something about turning off anti-theft device. So I wonder whether it was the battery or if it was something happened with whatever. Long story short, the car is fine. There was no damage, and everything's been fine since then. But that was fun. Of course, it happens right before the Sabbath when any other time would have been fine. We'd have had it plenty of time. And it's like, oh, yeah, right before the Sabbath, just when if you don't get there, you have no food for the weekend and you have no way of eating.
Yeah, literally. And then literally, I mean, at least it was better that it happened in the parking area instead of like on the highway or anything like that. But still, not fun.
Yes, I know that, but it didn't say that. It said powering off anti-theft device thing. It was very quick. I don't know what happened. Long story short, probably the battery just died, but it's all fixed and we're all good.
Yes. But that was not fun. Not a fun
Yes.
thing to happen
Me
on
trying to
a
fix the
Friday
problem.
afternoon.
Me trying to fix the problem and Raven saying the car was going to explode.
And on a Friday afternoon to boot. Yeah, that was our weekend.
I love you, honey. The car wasn't going to explode.
How was I supposed to know that? It sounded like it.
Honey,
Yes?
why do you have to jump to the worst case scenario all the time?
Have you met me?
Yes, I'm married to you.
Then that's why.
I guess
am
that's
me.
fair.
I am me. So of course I'm gonna jump to worst case scenario. Especially the darkest versions.
Look, long story short, the car is fine. The battery was old. It was the battery. So they replaced it. Everything's good. We're all good. No one got hurt. No cars exploded. Yeah.
And unfortunately we couldn't blame the neighbors.
Yeah. All right. There we go. There was our story. You're welcome.
I'm getting brooms. I'm getting brooms in the chat.
Yes, yes, because they're saying that you're a bad kitty for saying the car exploded.
Meow.
Bad kitty.
Meow.
Okay, let's get into the diagnosis and then we can end things off there because my voice is going.
Mine too. We have lozenges, so we'll be okay.
Brockfell says, Raven, honest question. How often do you hear about car explosions in real life?
I don't know. I don't watch the news.
Sometimes you need to talk to the car, listen to its problems. Now I need fan art of me on a couch with a car like sitting on like a therapist couch. And it's like, I don't know. I don't feel as charged as I used to. I need that now. That would be so funny. Just like put Lightning McQueen like on the couch. It's like, I don't know. I feel kind of out of charge.
Somebody please draw that. Somebody please draw that and put it in our Discord or tag us on Twitter.
That would be so hilarious.
Do it, please, please. That would be
I don't know, Doc. I'm just tired. The mic's picking up every other ha, so.
Sorry.
Yes, his night therapist, yeah. Okay, let's get a move on. All right, time for the diagnosis of the week. Are we ready?
Yes, let's do this. And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week.
Where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
Because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
The diagnosis for this week is disidentification.
Ooh, please explain.
Disidentification is a psychological and cultural strategy in which individuals or groups resist imposed identities or dormant narratives, not by rejecting them outright, but by reshaping or negotiating them in order to survive within systems that demand conformity. Rather than assimilating or outright opposing, disidentification represents a middle ground where people distort or reframe meaning to navigate power structures without losing their autonomy or values.
In relation to today's topics, with YouTube Clickbait, disidentification is exemplified by creators and viewers navigating YouTube's silent shift toward engagement-based visibility. Some accept the new terms, others push back, and many redefine success on their own terms, caught between outdated expectations and a system that quietly changed the rules.
With Subnautica 2, disidentification is exemplified by fans reconciling corporate spin with legal reality. Krafton's leaked slides made the devs look incompetent, but the lawsuit revealed a calculated plan to delay the game and dodge a $25 million payout.
And with the Zelda casting, disidentification is exemplified by backlash from trans activists angry that Hunter Schafer wasn't cast as Zelda, despite the fact that Hunter was never being considered. The narrative was manufactured through PR, not Nintendo.
And that's why we think this is a great diagnosis for this week.
Agreed. This was a good find.
Was. I actually had to point out we have someone in the chat. Dev, Short to Fat Otaku is here. What's going on here? You just made it to the end of the stream.
Hello, sir.
Thank you for stopping by. I think it's your first time here.
As the person right underneath you says, chaos and chairs, but mostly chaos.
That explains it.
Mostly chaos. Wandering Paladin has been a member for 24 freaking months. Woo!
That's hilarious. That's amazing. Thank you.
Even though views no longer count, I can still money here.
Well, thank you. Thank you for being a member for 24 months. You're crazy.
2 freaking years, dude. 2 freaking years. Thank you so much.
Anyone else screenshot Dynasty Leaks? Can you see it IRL? No, just me. I should do something with it, but
they're literally the only thing that we kept other than the show title from our other previous format of Psycho-Synopsis when it was just a video a week instead of a stream.
We used to do a video that just summarized a bunch of things, so in one. So now we do a stream that does it. All right. We've been going for 2 hours.
Because the video version literally took up the entire Sunday, and we had never time to do anything.
Yeah. So we've been going for over 2 hours, 15 minutes. And I think we're good. Thank you all for being here. You guys have been 130 of you here for the entire thing. We hit tier 3. You guys are awesome.
Can we do this, guys? Can we do this again next week, please?
Can we do this again next week? I mean, we're gonna stream next week.
I meant have this many people and this many chats. I'm sorry, I'm blunt.
We'll see. But yeah, this was great. Thank you guys. Apologies for any technical difficulties. We are still working that out. It seems to be stable enough. We will be... Oh my goodness, I might be cooking something. Gotta see that. I'll tweet it out if I see it. But yeah, it's been great. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. If you're new here, if you're not new here, wait till the end of our outro, and you'll get to hear from our closing word from our master of ceremonies. And we will let you guys know about the 15K stream. That is something planned, and the connection seems decent enough to do that. Grifty Kitty. We need to make a version of the cat with like a bag of money and call it Grift Kitty.
Or just with money eyes.
All right. Anyways, we're going to head out now. Thanks all for being here. And yeah.
Happy nightmares.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woes, a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze, our channel's a refuge, a weird therapy maze. Can't pay a shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm style, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendor of laughs in the negative light. Darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most. Bell tolls, it's the end time fair. But your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
I think it was Dostoevsky who said, later,